I just want to say welcome to everybody. It's great to see our alums, faculty, and staff for joining us in this virtual event tonight. I'm really excited to learn about sushi and how to make it, even though, if you know me very well, I'm not the best in the kitchen, but I'm willing to learn. I want to just give you a little bit of an update about what's going on at Cal Poly Pomona. As you probably all know, as of March, we went virtual. All of our classes went online, and we are now this summer preparing. The faculty are spending the summertime to help enhance the courses that they've already developed, make sure that everything is just like they want it for the fall, because we will also be virtual in the fall. And there will be a few exceptions on campus, but we're not going to be having any online, any face-to-face courses ourselves. So we're going to continue with this virtual format, and we're getting really good at it. So I'm glad to hear the positive feedback we're getting from students and faculty and staff. I just want to congratulate everybody for hanging in there with us this last semester. We've had several alumni events, and they've been a lot of fun. We've had alumni and student get-togethers to talk about how to get a job in this current environment, and that's been very helpful. And so I really appreciate all the engagement that you have been involved in the past semester, and we'll continue this summer. We have a lot of things planned for this summer that are going to be a lot of fun, and then obviously in the fall as well. So it's great to see you. It's great to keep you engaged, and it's great to be able to get together like we are tonight. So without further ado, I want to turn this over to the Alumni Board President, Lyra Van Straten, to tell you more about what's in store for alumni this summer. Lyra?
Hi, everyone. So good to see everyone. Thank you so much, Dean Dobson, for the update and for the introduction. And I just wanted to welcome everyone to one of our first of many summer events that the Collins Alumni Society has come up with. I know during this strange times when we're not supposed to gather and congregate, I think we decided to do it up for the summer and have a way for all of us to get together without leaving our home and include our families to be a part of them. So we have a big variety of different events that some of you probably have seen at the beginning. Diana put together a little slideshow of everything that's happening. And I just wanted to kind of let everyone know it's not just all about sushi, but also we have alumni showcasing other talents that they have or their businesses and doing master classes. On June 30th, we have Margie Jones interviewing Mr. McFerrin about the Horse Hill Vineyard winemaking at the South Coast Winery. So it's kind of a nice Q&A, and you can also pick up bottles of wine at special rates from the farm store. I know someone on this call who is going to pick up mine for me. Thanks, Alex. And then on July 12th, we have Linda is teaching us how to make floral arrangements, and it also comes with a kit that you can pick it up, or you can kind of just follow along and do your own thing. And she owns a flower business. August 4th, we're doing Meet the Author. Our alum, Eddie, he wrote a few books, and so this one he will be talking about his most recent one, and you get a signed copy complimentary if you sign up for the event. So it's really cool. Just something else out there off the beaten path, and you get to keep a book. And it's talking about being productive and being adapting to what's happening in the world right now. And then on August 25th, to wrap up our summer series, so to speak, we roped in this guy over here, Sean, to teach us original Mai Tai recipe. So a Mai Tai that's not your typical kind of pineapple and orange juice one, but the one that was created and tells history about it and ingredients list. You can easily find all of that stuff at Bevmore, Total Wine and More, or whatever store you go to. So it's going to be a fun one. So I just wanted to kind of brush through and introduce one of our board members, Sasha, who came up with this class idea because she knows Debi. And we've all heard of Debi, and some of us have tried her creations before. Her sushi is amazing, and you can always reach out to her and order those, and it's really convenient to pick it up. And even during the world pandemic, she kept her business afloat, which is really amazing. So congrats to Debi. And I just wanted to introduce Sasha so she can talk a little bit more about that.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. We're super excited. I know I picked up my kit today. Some of you guys are just listening, or some of you guys picked up your own ingredients at the store. Shameless plug here. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Collins Hospitality Society on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Diana? Something like that. And to give you a little intro about Debi, also follow her on Instagram if you love sushi. I always love eating it. So she definitely does bentos every week for the most part, and does private parties and all of that kind of stuff. So it's amazing if you need some food porn. To give you a little history about Debi, she's worked with some chefs that you might have heard of, like Chef Morimoto, and worked under him for a while in Napa Valley, as well as helped out at the Pebble Beach Food and Wine Festival. If some of you guys have volunteered with the Collins College in the past, currently she does her own freelance catering for private clients and events. And some other places that she has worked is Blue Ribbon Sushi at the Grove, which I've been to and it's so good. And as a consultant for Water Grill on their sushi bar menu. And if you have little kiddos, you might have seen her guest appearance at Ryan's Mystery Playdate. So that's a little bit about Debi. You'll get to learn a lot more about her today. And here's Debi.
Hello, can everybody hear me? Okay, awesome. Hi, my name's Debi. Thank you for the great introduction. Sorry. 1 second. Oh, okay, I got it.
Really quickly for easier view, if you click on the top right-hand corner, it says speaker view. So it'll, when Debi's speaking, it'll make the screen bigger on her for easier to follow.
All right, well, thank you guys for joining this class. I'm very excited to share this with you. First things first, you wanna microwave the rice. I would say 45 seconds to a minute, because the rice is probably cold because it was refrigerated. So if everyone's done that, we're gonna cut the avocado. Cut the top part off. Okay, I'm gonna do this really quick. And then we all know the twirly. You take the pit. So now this is like the super easiest way to put avocado into hand rolls. Whenever you are making it, you wanna just scoop it up like that. And it's perfect. So a butter knife would be nice. Or you can use a real knife too if you want to. Also, everybody probably has a water bowl next to them. So, oh, everyone's busy microwaving the rice. All right, it should be warm enough. So when you put it on the nori, when you put it on the seaweed, it goes down pretty smoothly. Okay, so in a seaweed we have two sides. One is a rough side, if you see right here, and one is a smooth side. Ooh, it probably shows better when you're like looking in the light. at home. So all the ingredients are going to be on the rough side. Okay, so let's start with, oh, I forgot the most important thing, guys. Here I have blue ribbon daigenjo sake. We gotta do cheers first, right, guys? All right, cheers, everyone. Cheers. Ooh, that's delicious. All right, so now making hand roll is kind of like when you're frying something, one hand is always dry, one hand is a wet hand. So I usually use my left hand and hold the nori, rough side towards you. So this one is gonna be my wet hand. So where I dip the water. All right, so let's start with salmon hand roll first. Okay, I hope everyone got their rice, but if anybody has question, just let me know. This person said toast or no toasting nori. Nori, you don't toast for a hand roll. This one's already made so you can eat it right away. So dip the hand, not too much. And I already portioned out the rice for you guys, but it's truly, you don't need that much. So from about an inch away from the nori, from the edge of the nori, you're kind of making triangle downwards. Like kind of like this way. Oh, this way. Can everybody see? I'm teaching you the traditional way first. There are two ways. This is a little bit harder way, but I figured everyone should learn the traditional way first. And then you want to put the salmon.
Debbie, do you think you can repeat the rough or no rough instructions for the nori?
Yes, of course. So there are two sides on the nori. One is a rough side and one is a smooth side. If you touch it as well, you can kind of tell. It is not as important, but it looks prettier because the smooth side, and then the rough side, it catches the rice more.
Thank you.
Of course. So get the salmon, put it downwards. And then you can put avocado or cucumber. It really depends on your palate. If you got the hand roll kit, I put truffle oil. It goes really well with salmon. So you want to drizzle it on like so. Now, this is the somewhat hard part. So it's like origami. You're going to use this end and put it all the way here. So this way, you're making a cone, and this way, the ingredient won't fall out of here. And then you want to tuck it in, and then roll it. Did everybody see that, or should I repeat it? I'm just going to repeat it because a lot of people have trouble with this a lot of times. So this edge right here goes on top here. So you're folding it into a triangle pretty much, like so. And then you want to tuck all the ingredients in and roll it. I feel like a lot of people is gonna have a hard time even writing on the chat because of their hands but yeah, that looks perfect. I see Sasha's. It looks really nice. It's perfect. What about Lyra? Did you get one? Oh, that's nice. That's perfect. So the smaller the hole is, the less the things are gonna fall out. So let's enjoy one bite. Hand roll is best when you eat it right away. The truffle oil goes perfectly with this Ora King salmon, which is from New Zealand, with the avocado. If anyone is trying to do like a hand roll party at home, please try putting truffle oil at home. It's really delicious. I hope everyone's enjoying them.
Soy sauce or no soy sauce?
I would say soy sauce. If anybody has even any questions about not just hand roll, just want to ask me, let me know.
Yeah, and this is a new tip that I found from my Zooms is you don't actually have to press unmute if you have a quick question. Just press the space bar and hold. And then once you release it, it puts you back on mute if you have a quick question.
This is actually my first time doing Zoom, but it was, thank you for the tip. So this is for the people who purchased my kit. I think you guys should make this up after the meeting is done. This is a baked crab. It is definitely better if you put it under the broiler, just to let you know, but you can eat it raw as well. It's with celery, salt, and onions, and you use the soy paper with it. Okay, so the next one, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been to Sugarfish and Kazunori, the really famous hand roll bar in LA. So it's their style. It's a cone style, which is actually easier. So we're gonna do yellowtail next, which is in the paper right here. So grab the rice. This time we're going straight down. We're not making a triangle because we're making a cone. So just imagine that this is gonna be rolled into a cone. Like so. You wanna put the yellowtail. So I gave you some scallions on the side. Yellowtail is best eaten with scallions. If you want to make it extra, you can put the cucumber too, but it's really up to you. If you like cucumber, put it on there. I like cucumber, so I'm gonna put it on here. So the concept is the same. You wanna tuck it in as tight as you can, but you're rolling it straight. So this hand roll is definitely prettier than the previous one, but the downfall is that there's a lot of stuff comes out while you're eating it. All right, so I'm gonna take a bite. It's really good. Oh, never mind. Oops. Did everybody see that? Oh. All right. So now we're gonna move on to spicy scallop. I hope everyone, am I going too fast? I'm good?
No. I would slow down a little bit.
Okay.
We're behind. Sorry.
No,
We're stressing.
No, I'm giving it to my boyfriend to eat it. Here.
Sean says that he feels like he's on Top Chef.
He's running around. Палочки мега вкусные, да?
Are you stressed because you're making it or too busy drinking?
Both, Sasha. We have good sake as well.
Kampai.
Ooh, what are you guys drinking? Let me see.
Tokai or Tokori.
Tokori?
I'm actually.
Oh, he'll show you in a second. Hold on.
Here's to everyone.
This one, is this a good one?
Oh yes. That one is really easy to find because it's everywhere in the store.
Yeah, it just looked really cool.
It does.
Can you repeat the one before you move on to the third one? Can you tell us one more time the second one?
Yellowtail? The cone shape or how to?
Yeah.
Just the ingredients in there. Just rice, yellowtail, and scallion, right?
Yes, but I like to put cucumber too because I like cucumber.
Nice.
Debbie, how if we're going to the supermarket to buy fish on our own and do this on our own, are there any tips that you have to choosing fresh fish?
For sure. I have one of choosing salmon in my Instagram, but so pretty much anytime the fish is like a little bit brown color, like where the bloodline is, that means it's been sitting there for like at least 2 days. So that's with yellowtail and other fish, but with salmon, you want to get the part where it has a lot of fat. So you don't want to get a tail side. Tail side, you can tell because it's kind of like this. And the lines are really, really close together, the white lines. But if you get the belly part, it's kind of like wider, and then the white lines are bigger and it's further apart. So that'll be like a salmon belly part. And it's the same price. So definitely look for those. Tuna and stuff, you can definitely tell the redder the better usually. Let's see. Oh, Marcus thing. Oh, he's in Colorado. I see. What else? But I think if you go to any Japanese market, like Tokyo Central, most of the fish, they're already good. So you can purchase safely at Tokyo Central. All right. Are we good to move on to spicy scallop? Okay. Enjoy it while I'm willing to show it one more time too. So you want to put the scallops. Actually, you guys can mix it in the bento box that I gave you, but I'm going to do it this way. With the spicy mayo that I gave you, this one also has a masago, which is fish eggs. I also like to put some scallions in here. Oops. And then you want to mix it. The amount of spicy mayo really is really up to you. If you like it super mayo-y, then put a lot. If you like it pretty like lean and fresh, then just put a little bit. So this one you have to get ready to eat right after because it gets soggy really quick because the ingredients are really wet. So I'm gonna show you with the soy paper, but don't use soy paper for this one. Save this one for baked crab. I'm only showing you this because soy paper is kind of hard to make because it's really like, as you see, it's very easy to rip. So I'm gonna do cylinder. You wanna go straight down. So you always wanna have this hand, like this motion, like you're holding it like this, and then this one is on your palm, so it's like safe. The ingredients won't fall off, like right here. This one will go really well with avocado, so oops, the avocado here. And then most of the people I gave enough to make 2 because there's 5 seaweed. And then remember to tuck it in. And voila. Let's see. Let's see how this tastes. It's really good. Jello. All right. Is everyone else doing okay with making the hand rolls? Like no issues? Actually, I'll show how to do the baked crab as well, or blue crab.
One question before you start. So can you talk about the wasabi? Because I feel like it's fresh, and like what's the difference between fresh and paste wasabi?
So this one is actually like a higher grade powdered wasabi that
Oh, wow.
mimics the real wasabi. The real wasabi is actually a root, and you grind it, but that root is like 60 to 80 bucks.
Really good.
So and usually the root wasabi is very subtle in flavor. So if you actually taste it, you'll be really surprised that it's not spicy.
Well, this wasabi is not super spicy either. So it's
Yeah, this one like mimics the wasabi as the real one as much as possible.
Yeah, that's why it's so similar to. So that's why it's so close to the real root. I felt like.
And also my soy sauce, I make it myself. I cook it with all these different vegetables that I torch with some katsuobushi, which fish flakes and stuff like that. So if you taste it, it's a little different. For the people who did not get the hand roll kit, to be really honest with you, you can put anything in a seaweed. Like I put kaibi in mine with rice and avocado. It tastes amazing. You can also put barbecue, or if you're vegetarian, you can put avocado and cucumber with rice, or even the rice, you can just do brown rice or any type of rice that you like. I hope, is everything tasting pretty good to all the people who purchased it? It's good? Okay, I think Sasha is doing mukbang. Do you guys know mukbang? It's like this thing where like Korean people invented it, where people are just constantly eating and they film it. It's pretty cool.
That's because I'm keeping to the schedule.
Oh, sorry. No, it looks like
Like,
you
make it,
I love it.
It's delicious. And don't feel free, like if you guys want to unmute yourself and chat, this is a pretty casual forum. We're all friends here. So you can see us hopping in whenever we want. So feel free to hop in whenever you guys want.
Yes, feel free anytime.
Hey, Debbie,
Yes.
has the pandemic affected any of the fish markets, the fisheries on the West Coast? I know Mark was interested in knowing. He's in Colorado right now.
Actually, for the whole entire March, it was almost impossible to get any fresh fish. That's why I only use a couple of the fishies like salmon and stuff like that, which can be frozen and is recommended to be frozen. Japan wasn't shipping the fish, so it was really difficult for me to carry on my business. But right now they're doing it. They're shipping it out, and I've been getting a lot of beautiful fresh fish. I hope that answered your question. Yeah. So a lot of the sushi bars are opening back up as well. So during March, a lot of the sushi restaurants were closed. So I think it kind of worked out for both. They weren't shipping and we weren't using that much fish here anyway. So I'm preparing. Well, did everyone, so I also included in the kit a kaya toast. Kaya jam is coconut and pandan leaf. I hope everyone enjoyed that. It's a very popular breakfast in Malaysia and Singapore. It's absolutely delicious with, like, if you dip it in egg yolk as well. If you guys haven't tried it, you guys must try it. All right. Shall we move on to baked crab? Okay. So the same way, oops. So one thing about making hand roll, like you kind of get sticky, but that's why I usually always have like a wet towel here. And like I do this, especially when I was working at a restaurant and I had to make a bunch. This was definitely helpful. The baked crab. Baked crab goes really well with avocado. So I will put avocado. So this one's a little tricky because they're all mushy items if you see. And the soy paper as well, it doesn't hold as well as seaweed, so it's a little tricky. So, but the concept once again is the same. I'm gonna tuck it in. And go all the way around. Voila. Another tip is like things keep falling if you do a cone. So I kind of like eat it like this. Or just, I normally just make it traditional way, but. All right, let's see how this tastes. This is one of my favorite hand rolls.
So I just put it in my broiler. Is that okay, or should I put it oven?
I think broiler, because it's already cooked crab. So put some mayo on if you like mayo. I already mixed it with mayo, but if you like super mayo-y baked crab, which I do personally, you can even put the spicy mayo and cook it too.
How long do I leave it there?
Until it gets toasty, like the mayo will get kind of brown. Do you like natto? It was a one and done for me. Oh, Mark, I love natto. I don't know if you guys know what natto is. Does anybody know? I think I have it in my fridge.
Yeah, we had a question about it in our chat if you wanted your opinion on it.
So this is natto. It's frozen. You have to keep it in the freezer. It's like a smelly fermented like beans. So when it's thawed, you mix it. It gets like whatchamacallit? It becomes like slimy, and then you can like see the string like cheese almost. And a lot of people get kind of grossed out by it because it's from the beans that the slime comes out after being fermented for a certain time. But I really like it with the rice and egg. It's one of my favorites. It's because Korean people, we already eat a lot of fermented soy bean, stuff like that. Even actually the soy sauce is made with fermented soybeans. So, yep. Did anybody try it?
The sliminess is similar to like okra or something, if you don't know.
Yeah.
Food, right?
It definitely is. You're right. Did anybody else try it before? No one?
What was in the small little container here? This one?
That's the soy sauce.
Oh, that is soy.
Mm-hmm.
I already forgot how to do the cone version.
Shall we do one cone one? I mean, is that the cone? Oh yeah.
Like how the rice goes.
Okay. Let's do. So this one is triangle. So triangle but slanted. So if you imagine how the final product would look like, I don't know, that looks so bad. Kind of like this. Yeah. So it's like a triangle going a little to the side. And then let me put scallop. Some people put the ingredients in the middle, like they would make an indentation with their finger and then put the ingredient in the rice. But I think just putting it on the side is fine. I'm gonna put some. So this one goes all the way up here. Like that. But the true key is to tuck everything in. And then when you roll it, It might tend to go this way because you put it down diagonally, but you kind of have to force the seaweed to go more straight. And so there it is. Jello. For you. Oops. Oh, I see. Oh, you can see other people. Oh, Rocio's on. Hi, Rocio, my mija. Steve, yes, you can, in Korea, we actually use the rice as a glue. So you definitely can use this, let's say. Oh, Chef Ernie's on here too. Okay. Let's say we do this. And then after you do this, you know how there's like a leftover part? You can use the rice. And then glue it. If you want like a perfect hand roll, yes, that's definitely, thank you for reminding me, I totally forgot. Okay. So there it is. Hi, Celine and Alex, how are you guys doing? Good?
We're so full already. We can't finish.
Really? How many did you eat?
Well, I ate 3. She only had 3. I had 4. But so is this sashimi?
Which one?
This one.
Where did you go?
I don't know. You added this to our camera. Oh.
Oh yeah, that one is just a snack.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can make sushi with it too. If you guys want to learn how to make sushi. Should I show everyone how to form a sushi?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So some of you, I didn't give it to everyone though, because I got extra orders last minute. But for the people who have the miso salmon, I'm just gonna use avocado because I don't have any fish prepared right now. Oops. Avocado is actually the hardest sushi to make because it's so slimy but I'll try. Oops. You can see my pants. Oh no. That's funny. Okay.
Hey Debbie, someone asked, is farm-raised fish an okay option for sushi?
These days, most of the fishies are farm-raised. It's really hard to find wild. Wild is usually like almost 3-4 times expensive. So yes, it is. It is safe. These days, what they do is they put like a huge net in the middle of the ocean and they farm the fishies that way. So it's like half farmed, half not, I think. All right, so for sushi, let's say about that much. I think this is about like 2 ounces, but I can't say. But you form a ball, and usually you would have like a fish in this hand. And then you wanna push it down. So one thing before I teach you guys this, I learned it from Chef Morimoto, all these crazy Japanese chefs and everybody else, they all have different ways. So it's just how you take it and make it fast. When you're pulling out order, like you just get kind of used to like this one way and a proper way as well. So one important thing that you need to know is we make air pockets so that when you eat it, it gives like that delicious fluffy kind of thing, different texture. and then you close it. And then you push it down, and then you flip it. And the key is to having the rice ball in between these two fingers. And then you form the sushi. A lot of people do it 3 times. And you gently press it down. This looks like I'm doing it really hard, but I'm not, because if you see, I'm using my wrist. So I'm just forming it. And they usually say it's supposed to make like a fan shape, like that, like that. So like this. I know it's not pretty because the avocado, but there it is. If you're making this at home, if it doesn't stay well, I recommend cutting the seaweed, like maybe like this length, like this much, and then wrapping it here, so it stays. The fish stays on top, like so. So if you guys want to try with the salmon, I can definitely show you. Oh, let me see, Sean. Did you make it with avocado or cucumber?
Fine. I'm doing exactly what you say. Everything you've said to do, I just do it.
That's nice. It's a little long. I think it should have been kept more here, but it's actually pretty good.
I just cut it a little bit.
You just
You cut it?
I'm cheating.
All right.
It's yummy.
Ooh.
So the reason I asked for the soy sauce, because it tastes a little different. It tastes like almost a little sweet. Is it different?
Yes.
More fermented.
Me and my mom, we actually kind of like messed around a couple times because I wanted to make, a lot of sushi chefs have their own soy sauce recipe. It doesn't mean that I actually make the soy sauce. I get the generic soy sauce and I put all the ingredients and boil it to infuse flavor. For me, I torch the scallions and onions and I put it in there. I also put Korean anchovies, which is kind of weird, but it brings like a lot of umami flavor. And also, yeah,
it's really
good. It's really deep. It goes really well with anything really. So I just put that with rice and sesame oil, and I just mix that with egg. It's so good. And people say that one is multiple use soy sauce, because soy sauce is like Korean people, we have like 10 different soy sauce. You use it for soup, you use this for this, but this one you can use it for everything. My favorite base is this one. This one, the Kikkoman Loy Sodium. I don't like super salty soy sauce. I think it kind of ruins, especially fish flavor. That's not my favorite way to cook. So I definitely like using this one. And even though it's the most generic Kikkoman brand, if you infuse it with all the stuff that I told you and maybe some lemon juice and lemon zest, you guys can feel free to DM me after this if you want the recipe. I have the recipe. And it becomes absolutely delicious. I also put some mirin too. That's the sweetness that you taste. Yep. Are you guys, is Celine trying to make the sushi? Or no? No?
My sister tried making it. It's really bad. It's good.
Oh, it's not bad.
I'm gonna eat it.
No, you have to eat it.
Yeah, she said she's gonna eat it, but it's not
Ooh,
good.
let me see.
It doesn't look pretty.
It's okay. I had to practice at least a couple years until I felt comfortable, especially with sushi. Sushi's the hardest.
Yeah. How fast can you make hand rolls? Or like, I don't know, the fastest you've made. Your rate. Your rate. Sushi per minute.
Oh man, I think if I have all the materials in front of me, I think I can make it like 1, 2, within like 8 seconds maybe. I started sushi when I was 19, when I was in undergrad at Cal Poly. It's been 12 years. So
Did you always want to do sushi, or were you interested in being another type of chef?
I only wanted to do sushi because I fell in love with Chef Morimoto watching Iron Chef. I remember him running around the kitchen like sweating and just telling people what to do. I just thought that was like the sexiest, most charismatic thing, like as like so ambitious, and just it was just so awesome. I think I went to Pebble Beach with Sean, right? With Kenny and everyone.
Yeah, that was like in my, I was graduating that year, and we took, I think, like, it was like 40 students up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I went with you, and
Big
then
group.
that's when I got the job, actually.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I just went up.
That's what it was intended for.
It was. I only went there to go see Chef Morimoto, and then a lot of people are like, "Wow, how'd you get this job?" But it was actually through Cal Poly, the Pebble Beach trip. I just went up to him and I said, I heard you open a restaurant in Napa. Can I work for you? And he was like, sure. That was like the easiest job ever. So I got the job like right away, and then I actually missed out on my graduation because they needed someone right away. So I didn't walk, and I moved to Napa right after I finished college.
That's crazy.
It was pretty crazy. It was really definitely the best and the worst experience.
Yeah.
Living in Napa by myself, it was really hard, but it was definitely worth it. I learned a lot from him. I still work for him whenever he comes down to do Pebble Beach.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Yeah, but he hasn't been because he got into a fight with the Lexus owner. But I heard, I think he's back again. Anyway.
Well, at this same Pebble Beach, that's where I met Charlie Trotter, and I did the same. So right after I graduated, I went. He didn't pull me to walk though, so I got to do that. But literally right after I graduated, I went to Chicago and I started working out there.
So cool. Were you a chef there?
Mm-hmm. For 2 years.
Oh wow.
And then for a year and a half, and then I went to the front of the house.
So are you no more back of the house?
Only at home. I teach my chef some things because I'm at a country club now in Glendale, and he's like an old school Italian chef, and he's like, I can do anything. I can do a 300-person banquet, but I need your mind and creativity because I'm old.
Yeah, it's funny, when I first started sushi, I was really young, but then they said your creativity kind of dies at 27, which is, I don't think it's true, because I've been making all these new dishes this year. All my new dishes are from this year. So did you guys broil the crab? I think Sasha did, right? Did you try it already?
Everything. I've already eaten everything. Now I'm making my hand rolls for Lance.
Oh.
Debbie, someone said, how long would you infuse the soy sauce for when you add everything else into your base? How long do you infuse that for?
You boil it. For, I think about 2 hours, I usually do.
Cool.
What are your top 3 favorite sushis?
My top favorite 3 sushi.
Yeah, in order.
In order. I would definitely say, not sushi place. You're asking like what, like item, right?
Yeah.
Definitely I would say aji, Spanish mackerel, and toro is my second. Third, salmon or yellowtail belly. But it's funny because it depends. Before it was uni. Now I don't really like uni. I barely eat uni. I think it really changes every time. But what about you? What's your favorite 3?
Oh no, that's hard. I'm pretty basic. I just typically go off of what everyone else orders at the table. Sample.
I see. A lot of people also ask me like where my favorite sushi restaurant is, but each restaurant I like different items. So it's really hard to say.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hey, Debbie,
Awesome.
Yes.
for those of us or those in the world who are not big fans of fish or fishy flavors, seafood in general, what would you recommend for those who don't want to be left out in a sushi party and want to eat sushi like the rest of us?
Ooh. Yes. There's always that one person who can't.
And that's
Yeah. I would definitely try to go with something like baked crab hand roll. If you're still iffy about that, there are so many rolls these days that do not contain fish or shellfish. A lot of people do like kalbi roll and stuff like that. If you can find something that you like that's cooked, I would definitely say some sushi bars also have vegetarian sushi, like the avocado sushi that I just made. Yeah. And if you go to sushi bars, they have so many pickled vegetables that's really, really good. So if you can ask for that to be in a roll or sushi alone, that's the best, I would say.
cool. Thank you.
Of course. I think Chef Ernie's on here too. Let's see. Hi, Chef Ernie. I took your class.
I think Chef Ernie would contest you on that age 27 creativity thing. He's still as creative as they come. So
yes, I know. He's an amazing chef. I actually started the sushi chef at 19 during taking 383 with Chef Ernie. I really liked that class so much. So, it was like one of the very few subjects where getting an A was easy because I loved being in the kitchen so bad. So that's where I really knew I was going to be a chef. So I thank Chef Ernie for that. How did you handle under pressure when you started working at a sushi restaurant? Man, that's really, really hard. I don't know if you guys know Dr. Chester, but I actually did like a whole piece in his textbook about being the only female sushi chef in the line. If you notice, if you go to any sushi bar, there aren't any female sushi chefs. I don't know if people notice that, but I would say I'm almost like 1 to 3%, very few. So on top of being so young and starting sushi, that's extremely competitive environment, being the only female was really, really difficult. We work right by each other, like 8 to 10 male chefs, and it was extremely, extremely hard. How did I deal with it? In Napa, it was really easy because there were so many wineries. So I would just go to the wineries and enjoy the wine there. I also poured myself into work. I even went into work on my off days so that I could be better and I could improve and I could, show people that I'm not just a female sushi chef. I'm a chef equal as everybody else, trying really, really hard. I think that really pushed me to become a better chef, and it definitely let me handle under the pressure. Ooh, that one's kind of hard. So Emil asked, how do you convince someone that sushi or raw fish is safe to eat? Well, first of all, in Japan, even pregnant ladies actually eat sushi. This is really true. Sushi, I think a lot of people are scared of the parasites or worms in the raw fish. But a lot of the fish by California law is required to be frozen, like the salmon, for 48 or 72 hours. So when people find that out, usually they like it, which is also kind of hard because a lot of people think fresh is like right when you get it off the boat and cut it, but it's not. A lot of the sushi restaurants, they have to ferment it, because once you actually try eating like fresh fish right when it's off the boat, the knife doesn't go through because the muscles are getting contracted right when it's killed. So I would say, yeah, California is extremely safe, and a lot of the sushi chefs know how to properly handle the fish. So that's what I would say. I hope I convinced some non-raw eaters. Yeah. All right, anybody else have any more questions? Ooh, the sake is really good.
Hey, Chef, thanks for doing this. I had a quick question. What is your thought on sauces? And before you answer, it seems like I've had to teach myself to tell a lot of chefs what places we go, and the food's amazing, the fish is amazing, but they tend to just put way too much sauce on it. So it's like less is more. Is there a favorite sauce that you recommend we could try at home?
Ooh, I would definitely say make your own soy sauce. It really, truly opens a whole different world. Most of the sauces are soy sauce based, and they just reduce it with like a bunch of sugar and stuff like that. So if you make your own and like you control like how spicy or how sugary it might be, I think that's the best. I really found out that myself. Yeah, I think with sushi, soy sauce truly enhances everything. But I do have a couple of people that likes putting lemon juice, like a little bit of fresh lemon juice and some salt. And it's really good like that as well. Like for if you want something more refreshing, something more not too like crazy, like spicy mayo and stuff like that.
Yeah. Good.
Can I ask a question about the spicy tobiko? How did you make that?
Oh, that one's really easy. It's so first of all, you have to use Kewpie mayo, which is the Japanese mayo. Oh, bye, Leah. Japanese mayo. You can actually buy these in Costco. Let me show you real quick. They sell these now for really cheap. 2-pack for $5 something. This one and sriracha, some sugar, and layu, which is a Chinese chili oil, which I'll show you too, because it's right here. So it's like an oil that's made out of chili. You can purchase them pretty much at a lot of places these days. Any Asian market would have this. So the sugar, it really depends how sugary you want them. And then I put masago actually. You can purchase them at Tokyo Central as well. Did you like the mayo?
Yeah, it was delicious.
What is masago? It's the little fish roe?
Yeah, it's smaller than tobiko.
Oh, okay.
Orange. And it's actually really cheap to get too from the market.
Was sushi always considered more of an upscale food or no?
No. So back in, I forgot exactly what year, sorry. But in Japan, they used to sell it outside in a stall. So if you go to sushi bars, they have like this curtain that has like Japanese lettering and like a curtain thing. I don't know if anybody knows that. But anyway, before they used to have that over the stall, and then people used to grab sushi like this and wipe it, and then they used to just leave. It was like a very commoner food.
So just more of a snack?
Kinda. But it has rice, so I'm pretty sure.
When we went to Japan with Kenneth.
Oh, you went with Kenny? That's so awesome.
he took us to his family and his family on his mom's side, they sat us around a table, and that's like, you know, fish is actually expensive there, so it's a special occasion meal, but it's actually also casual, so no one makes it for you. You just sit around a table, and instead of like drinking, you're like, you know, what we did right now, but around the table, and they put all the ingredients in the middle, and you just kind of go at it, and you make your own hand rolls, and you kind of take, you know, stuff from his garden. So like the shiso leaf, and then whatever you feel like. It's not like a recipe or anything. And then you just like build it, and then you dip it. And he says a lot of times if they can get a hold of fish, then they'll just do, you know, just
all vegetables,
anything and everything but fish, because it's expensive. So, you know, but yeah, usually it's hand rolls like what we did today.
Yeah, wow, I actually didn't know that. Because in Korea, we actually don't eat sushi like this very much. We eat like, it's called haro. It's a fresh sashimi. So it's like, we pretty much only eat sashimi. We don't really eat too much rolls or sushi and stuff like that. So wow, that's really cool. I actually really wanted to go to Japan with Kenny. I think he's there right now, no? Or he came back?
No, he went in the winter. Right now he couldn't go because of the no travel
pandemic.
But yeah, he goes once a year, so you should definitely take advantage of the fact that, you know, we know him, because it's awesome. Like he's so fluent. I couldn't believe it. I had to like interrogate his friends to tell me that he has an American accent, and they all said no, he doesn't. He speaks
That's
like
so funny.
Was raised in Japan, so it's pretty awesome.
He worked with me at Morimoto too for a little bit. Yeah. Sorry, this brand is actually really good brand. I don't, hold on. It is Tuai Goma Layu. So this is a sesame chili oil, not just regular layu, I guess. I have to be like an influencer. You still can't see though. I'm sorry. If you DM me, I can take like a better picture and send it to you. I actually got this from Tokyo Central. So there's one in West Covina, you guys, Tokyo Central, that you can go. So
is the ginger just strictly supposed to be sort of a palate cleanser, not supposed to be eaten with the sushi?
It is a palate cleanser, definitely. But I must tell you that I am not like one of those chefs who like be mean to the customer because I don't believe in something. I believe that you should eat your food however you like it. But I do teach my customers how to eat it when they do ask. But ginger, it definitely is a palate cleanser that is supposed to be meant to eat in between sushi. Because the sushi flavor is so subtle, right? So you want to clean it and then have like a new taste with a new fish.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Also, to answer Diana's question, like for vegetarian, I think when we were in Japan, a lot of places they did this Japanese omelet or like the egg thing that's very popular.
And also, I forget what it's called, but it's the skin of when they make tofu. It's the skin, and they sometimes put that on the sushi as well. And that's vegetarian.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's a tofu.
Yuba, right?
Yeah, I think so. Inari sushi, that's what they say, but Yuba is, I think, yes. Ooh, specific brand of nori. I actually don't remember the name, I'm not gonna lie, but so with nori, the trick is getting the most expensive one. I'm not gonna lie. So the reason why I tell you this is because you can really taste the difference. If you've been to really, really nice hand roll bar and have the nori and you hand roll and then you bite it off, it comes right off. But if you go to like a cheap place and try to bite it, and you can't like take it off. I don't know if anyone's experienced that before. So yeah, the more expensive it is, the better quality seaweed it is. It's better for you to make it at home, and then it tastes so much better. But I will definitely try to look for the one that I used last time, because the one that I used today is not on the market. Yep.
Thank you so much, Debbie, for everything and all of your expertise. If anybody has any additional questions, feel free to leave them in the chat. Debbie, do you want to put in your email address in the chat just one more time so everybody can have it just in case they missed it and have any additional questions? Also, if anybody wants to save the chat, you can click the 3 little dots right above, type your message here, and click Save Chat, and you can keep it in your records if you want to save any of the information. This meeting was recorded, so if you want to have this additionally, contact us and we'll let you know. We'll give you a copy of it. I'm going to email everybody tomorrow after this event with links to register for some of the other additional events this summer in case you haven't seen those registration links. So you'll have everything on your calendar. And again, yeah, thank you so much, Chef Debbie, for joining us and teaching us your ways.
No, thank you so much for having me. I hope I got to inspire people to make some sushi at home. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody, and we hope you all can join us again next week on Tuesday, same time, same place, really, on Zoom. We're going to have our Horse Hill Vineyards happy hour with Professor Margie Jones and our master winemaker, John McPherson. So hopefully you guys can join us all next week. We'll see you all next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Debbie.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Debbie, thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Sasha, for doing this, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so
Yay,
much.
so much fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Full now.